Yeah, I mean, some people think that all this talk about the decline of war was always just a fantasy. But again, you look at the statistics. Since 1945, there has not been a single clash between superpowers, whereas previously in history, this was, the basic stuff of history. Since 1945, not a single internationally recognized country was wiped off the map by external invasion. This was the common thing in history until then, and then it stopped. This is an amazing achievement, which is the basis for everything we have, for our medical services, for our education system. And this is all now in jeopardy, because this era of peace, it wasn't the result of some miracle. It wasn't the result of a change in the laws of nature. It was humans making better decisions and building better institutions, which means also that there is no guarantee for the future. If some humans, start making bad decisions and start destroying the institutions that kept the peace, then we'll be back in the era of war with military budgets going to 20, 30, 40%. It can happen. It's in our hands. And I'll just say one more thing. When, not just me, but other scholars like Steven Pinker and others talked about the era of peace, some people understood it as kind of encouraging complacency. That, we don't need to worry about anything. No, I mean, the message was really the opposite. It was a message of responsibility. If you think that there is no era of peace in history, it's always war, it's always the jungle, there is a constant level of violence in nature, then this basically means that there is no point struggling for peace, and there is no responsibility on leaders like Putin, because you can't blame Putin for the war. It's just a law of nature that there are wars. When you realize, no, humans are able to decrease the level of violence, then it should make us much more responsible, and it should also make us understand that the war in Ukraine now, it's not a natural disaster. It's a man-made disaster and a single man. It's not the Russian people who won this war. There is really just a single person who, by his decisions, created this tragedy.